alone on on a Friday night, and I'm spending it here. My fingers were sluggish as they typed out the last bit of conclusion needed to finish off my paper. I didn't even bother spelling checking the rest. My hand dragged the cursor across to close the document. Alright, time is submitted. I typed out my regrets to Mr. Houghton. Kindly find the attached file of assignment your student August. Yeah. Stifling a yawn, I turned on my phone to check the time. 2:53 a.m. The universal experience of losing sleep and gaining eye back as college student came to grace me. In its hold, once again, it seems. At least it's the weekend. That's good. That's really good. Turning off the computer, it suddenly hit me how quiet it was without my finger typing away at the keyboard. Everyone else had left. The campus was open 24/7, but who else was dumb enough to push their luck in submitting the assignment this late? I consider myself lucky. Mr. Holman gave me extended deadline, otherwise I'll be screwed. Still, there was also this rumor. Disembodied voices echoed through empty rooms. Heavy footsteps shuffled down the halls. Those who were lucky claimed to see a black silhouette silk around the vending machine at the end of the corridor staring at them. Staring at them. I wasn't the superstition type, but I had to admit the eerie silence of being the only person here gave me the creeps. Yeah, I was recalling all the gossip spread around the student body when a sound made me perk. I glanced behind me over the monitor to see if someone had ordered had a game had come in. Nobody. I ignored I ignored the goosebumps raising on my arm as I gathered up my items into my bag. Let's go. Superstition or not, I've been done what I came here for. That's the truth. Time to go, yeah. I stumbled to the elevator and I tapped the button. It rumbled to life, slowly making its way up to my floor. Just a couple more minutes and I'm out of here, I assured myself. I don't know why, but I found myself constantly checking behind me as if expecting someone's there. Yet it was empty every time I looked. I tapped the button some more. Nothing happens. The hair at the back of my neck stood as if I was being watched. I hear a footsteps. I clenched my fist, ignoring how sweaty they felt in my pocket. Yo, is there someone behind me? I hear heavy breathing. I jumped. The door side open as I realized the breed I didn't realize I was holding. I didn't realize it looking back as I stepped inside, refusing to turn around until the door closed. The cheaper background music they played calmed me down somewhat. I almost I'm almost in disbelief they were still playing it at this hour. Almost. I pressed the button for the ground floor. The elevator moved with a small jolt. With nothing to do but wait, I stared as the numbers slowly descended. The roll of the elevator was starting to make me sleepy. I thought of the things I could do once I go home just to distract myself from the rest of the ride. I showered. Oh, I blinked up at the flickering wall. Now that's not a good idea. That's a bad idea, homie. The elevator shuddered and came to a abrupt halt. The music cut out. Oh, your only piece of joy got cut off. I tried the button for the ground floor, then the rest, unresponsive. Pushing the intercom button gave nothing but statics. Imagine stuck on a building in a late night on an elevator with no light. That's scary. August, haha, hello. No, 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 no. This can't be happening. Taking a moment to compose myself, I called out. Is anyone out there? I'm stuck in here. Help. I started slamming the door as panic took hold. There had to be someone out there. No, you're alone at the building. Help, please. I'm in here. I didn't stop for a good minute, getting more and more desperate as tears welled up in my eyes. Yo, that's some scary situation. Why now? Why me? Yeah, I'm lucky. This happens every time for me. I knocked my forehead against the door in a slump, ready to curl up and cry. This sucks. I was about to turn before I felt a chill running up my spine. The air felt heavy. Is this claustrophobia setting in? I did not think I had a fear of closed space. Not that scary. Unless there was a raspy moan from behind. Moan? I turned my hand and screamed. Across me, a group blotch of darkness, as oozing mass that seems to melt through the wall. Now that's creepy. I scramble away, my back flat against the door. Ooh, it's coming out. A hand emerged from the withered foam, grasping at the edge. Foul smell, black ink dripped from its finger. Another one come out. Another arm follows suit, clinging to the other side. I couldn't look away. I could not find my voice to scream. It was dark, pale. A face took shape, a pair of hollow eyes, and a menacing grin with severed teeth. It seemed to smile directly at me. I blacked out. Wake up, wake up. I hear a voice panic a fluster from above me. What the? Where did she came from? A person was looming over me, visible worried as I blinked back to consciousness. You're alive. I couldn't really check for a pulse, so anyway, are you alright? I can't call her a creep because yeah, I think so. Phew, I'm glad. Didn't mean to scare you back there. Yeah, sure. I realized I was still in the elevator, but now with a stranger twiddling their thumbs in front of me. Wait, how did you came in? They were taller than me, looming a few good inch past my head. Their limbs looked even more awkward in the baggy sweater they had. She looked like an alien. I wasn't sure if they forgot to wash away their makeup or if they had just slept for 3 days straight. Possibly both. I realized they were still staring at me as well. Their eyes focused on the little thing. What? As if they've forgotten how to pull. So I suddenly remember the last thing I saw. That creepy shadow from the wall. Be- Before you were here, there was something crawling out of the wall. I know it sounds insane, but I swear it looks straight out of a horror movie. And why is she panicking? The stranger looked nervous. Crap, they think I'm not. Don't look at me like that. No, I believe you for sure. Yeah, you saw it too. Well, sort of. You saw that thing, and why didn't you warn me? I'm sorry, I was really trying to speak. Sneaky? They must have been uncomfortable to watch. What do you mean by that? Come again? What are you saying? Well, I heard you yell for help and I couldn't just leave you alone, so I did the next best thing I could. How did you get in the elevator? First of all, thing. And second, why the hell do you look like that? And how did the lights come back on? If the light came back on, it can go down, right? Are you saying that was you? What kind of sick of so joke is that? What kind of sick joke is that? What? There's really no easy way to say that, but I'm not alive, not the way you are. So, due to the lights gone and this guy panicking, he screamed. Due to the scream, she came rushing in to help. Is that the reason? Did they mean you mean like a ghost? What? How the heck did a ghost translate appreciatively? Basically, you must have heard the rumor, right? Well, it's me. I'm in flesh. Gladly meeting you. Well, sense the flesh. Believe them? Stick your head through them. Uh, believe them? I feel like this isn't the worst situation to be meeting a ghost for the first time. It's true. The stranger gave me a sigh of relief. Thank you for trusting me. I like to ask your name, but I already know that it's August. How the flip did you know my name? I never told her. How did you know? I've been watching you for a while. Hey, excuse me? Tonight I've been watching you for a while tonight. It's not safe to be alone this time. What? 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 I would know. Before I could ask for this strengthening. Anyways, I stuck around to see you write your paper. I don't necessarily agree with your hypothesis, but interesting nevertheless. Let's not be rude. They gave me a shy smile. No problemo. This wasn't the way I expect my night to go, but I guess the sooner I accept it better. I should probably ask for a name instead of calling them stranger. Yeah, you know my name, but what about yours? Oh, the tiny finger to sleep. I don't remember. I know who I was and what I did. But, sorry, when I was alive, but not my name. Strange, isn't it? Yeah, very, very, very strange. Have you ever thought of picking on yourself? DIY as if the thought never occurred to them. Big eyes. I never needed a name, but if I were to have one, I've always liked the way Alma sound. Alma. Elm? Elma or Elm? I don't know. They smell white and good. Thank you, August. Alma went back to twiddle their finger. Their finger? Wait. What is this? A female or a male? We stood in silence for a while, gauging on what to say next. Bro, just go home, man. What the heck are you doing with whatever this thing is? I would not stay this way. I kept glancing back at their hand, wondering if they feel solid as they look. Less they knew I was staring, but didn't seem to mind waiting patiently in front of me. My thoughts were running wild from deprivation, and shock to actual form words, passing an introduction, to be honest. They said, humming softly as if it filled the silence. That's when it hits me. For a ghost. They could easily be a student just like me. They could easily be a student. I have to ask, how did you had a knowing look in their eye. Their eye. How many? What? Oh man, it's honestly kind of embarrassing. Insist back down. Just insist it, bro. Let's just see. Despite having no blood flowing through the veins, the cheek seems to be darker. We don't have to get into it. What? But I really want to know, please. What? I. They hesitated before nodding. Promise you won't make a fun of me. Yeah, sure. Promise. Yeah. Okay. So I was staying late at work on an assignment just like you. No one was around. Even back then, I was known as a loner most of the time. It didn't bother me. While I was working, I got thirsty. No big deal. So I head over to the vending machine for a drink. They paused, hands shaken. Hmm. They clasped at their wrist and twisted before continuing. Okay, just a soda, not too much to ask, right? Yeah, sure. I paid for the I paid for the thing, but somehow my hand got stuck in the dispenser. How? How? So I pulled and pulled, and well, this struggled a bit before I wait for them to continue. I felt my whole body being crushed under the weight. I could even cry out for help. What? The whole time my hand was stuck on the thing, not that I couldn't even tell. I think my wrist was beyond saving at this point. They sunk into them. I died trying to get some cheap soda. I'm sorry. How pathetic is it? It's not. I'm sorry that happened to you. No, she doesn't deserve it. I put my hand over there, over where? It passed right through, giving an ice cold chill at my fingertip, but Alma seems to appreciate it nevertheless. Of course, she's dead, she's a ghost, she has no body heat, I guess. He looked up at me, their nervous hand finally coming to a stop. I've never told anyone about it before. I didn't think it would feel this free. Thank you, Duncan. You know, I think you're a really great person. No, I'm not. I want to help you get out. Sure, sure. That is the point. I tilted my head. Yes, how are you going to do that? I can try something that is, if you trust me. Sure. Well, sure. They clapped their hand excitedly. Okay, here we go. We want to hold on to something. Before I could say before the elevator began to drop, my heart plunged into my throat as the weight shifted upward. Alma, hang on, let me focus. The button from his floor flashed beside me. And inside the system, it felt like a roller coaster headstrong to the ground. They was around me. I grinned my teeth and clenched my hand knuckles probably white if I bothered to look. And just like that, it stopped. I yelled as the elevator jolted. I landed on my with a smack. Holding my open to see Alma clapping excitedly. They looked over to see me on the floor, gestured towards the door. The cracked open as if majorly pulling apart by unseen force. My jaw dropped as I realized that really did bring me to the ground floor. You really did it. I did. I did. I never got to do this before. couldn't believe my eyes. I stood and threw my arms around Ma, only to completely pass through them. Yeah, she's a good. They yelled and darkened away at the wall. Give me a signal before you do that. I don't appreciate feeling hand aside of me. It's gross. Sure, sure. Ah, sorry. I gathered myself and stepped through the door. Alma followed suit. What the flip is this place? Looks like a back room. Sure enough, the lobby was empty. The clock on the wall inside was close to 4 a.m. now. So he was stuck in the elevator for like 2.5 hours. What? I turned to see them trying hard not to reach for their hand finger, twitching to intertwine with another. Again, she's doing it every single time. It all happened so fast. It sunk in that now I could leave and go home right now if I wanted to. Yeah, go home. I'm not. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. They nodded understandingly. I stood there for a moment as they looked at me before averting their eye. They were waiting for me to leave. I grabbed my phone inside my pocket, mustering the courage to ask what I was about to ask. Would you ever want to hang out again? They did a double tap. Huh? Would you want to hang out? Yes. But why would you want? Why would you want? Why would you want to? Why would I want? And what? Did you just met her and took 2 hours? How? Once again, the cheeks darkened despite being them. What? Yeah, I'd love to hang out again. You just met her, like whatever this thing is. Great, preferable when I'm, you know, not stuck and helpless in an elevator. My heart skipped a beat as they laughed lightly. Preferably, of course. I'll see you next week. Yeah, don't worry about the time or place. I can always find whenever you are in the building. Carve something okay. Stay safe always. Come on. What the heck are you doing, mate? When I turned to look back, Anna was already gone. She was gone. What? Good end to Friends for Life.